Hello Pfeiffer, how are you? How is going your Giro so far?
Yeah, good actually. I think stage 3 was a nice opportunity for me, and I think today is a bit of a similar day. So I also had this day marked in my calendar before the race, so I'm excited.
Looking at today's stage, what do you expect maybe from the other teams? Do you think they will keep the energy for the next one or trying some attack or stuff like that?
Yeah, we were having a bit of a debate on the bus about what's going to happen. I think maybe a breakaway could get quite a bit of time because I think teams will also be thinking about the next 2 days. But also it's the last day for more of the sprinter type. So I think, in my opinion, it's probably going to be a reduced bunch sprint. Yeah.
How important is to get the climb in the right way in order to face after the downhill next to the finish?
Yeah, exactly. The climb's actually pretty narrow, the second part of it, so it's going to be really important positioning. And then, yeah, like you said, a technical downhill. So I think positioning is really important. And then I think there will be time for small groups to come back. So I think just keep fighting is the motto of today.
Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. Grazie. Kristen, first of all, how are you? How is going the Giro?
It's good, yeah. We're supporting Mags and GC, and we've just been doing that pretty much every day and going for Alex for the sprint as well.
Looking at today's stage, it's not so easy to read with the first flat part and then the climb. What do you expect?
I think it'll be a day that it's hard to predict. I think, it's not a clear GC day. Some riders might try to get in a break. I think Chuck will try to control it for Elisa Balsamo. Yeah, it kind of depends. I think a lot of attacks will go, and I think a lot of teams will try and make it not finish in a sprint because Lisa's been dominating the sprint so far. But it's just a matter of how well Trek can control it, I guess.
How much will be important to get the climb in the right way in order to finish at the downhill?
Yeah, I think it's not a super technical descent, but it is at the bottom. So I think I think if teams don't want it to finish in a sprint, they have to go hard up the climb, and I'm sure some teams will want to do that. And then, if you're not positioned well going into the bottom of the descent, it could split up a little bit maybe. And if it splits up in that last finale in the straightaway, then maybe it'll be a less predictable stage.
Thank you. Good luck. So Marlen, first of all, how are you? How about today's stage? It won't be so easy as we expect.
Thank you, I'm good, and no, I think, I guess many teams will try something. We don't really know who is trying what, but we expect just that it's not an easy stage, yes.
Looking at today's stage, it's not so easy also to read for the first flat part and then the climb. What do you expect and how important is to face the climb in the right way to finish at a sprint maybe?
Yeah, well, as I said, it's difficult to understand because so far Elisa Balsamo was the strongest sprinter, but she's also, I think, maybe the fittest sprinter. So what are the teams trying to do today? It's hard to understand. We just more awake than yesterday, and then we'll try to be there.
How much is important to keep the energy in order to face the hardest stages of the Giro that are coming?
Yeah, of course, it's good to save energy where you can, but it's also a race, and when you have to invest, you have to invest. And I think, as we saw, maybe I'm anyway not on my top, seeing what happened in the past, so I'm a bit like, yeah.
Thank you, good luck. Grazie. First of all, Maggie, how are you? How is going your Giro?
Good. I think I'm really, really happy with how the Giro is going. I'm having a great time with the team. We've had some really, really good results, and yeah, excited for another opportunity today.
After your second place yesterday, could we accept something similar for you today?
I think for sure between Lily and I, we've been pretty good at getting a couple seconds this Giro, so we're definitely gunning for that win. And yeah, we'll just have to see how the race is raced.
How important will it be to face the climb before maybe a sprint finish?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, that's really going to dictate the race, that climb. A small group could go, but it also could come back to a sprint finish. So I think we have a couple cards we're ready to play, and just make sure all the moves are covered because you don't know what could get away on that.
Thank you. Good luck. Grazie. Eleonora, how are you? How is going the Giro so far?
It's going quite good. We are taking stage by stage. Yes, I think that it's still really open because we will have the next 2 days really, really hard. So yeah, let's see. We are ready.
Looking at today's stage, it's kind of uncertain, difficult to read. What's your plan in order to face it?
For sure, it's open stage. I think that everything can happen. I think that the race will open on the climb or even a bit before. So yeah, we're ready with a different plan, and we will see what's going on.
We won't expect big changes in the GC, but do you think maybe it is possible to reduce the gaps, and where's?
Maybe today I think the GC will remain the same because I think that with the next 2 days everybody is a bit scared. But yeah, we have to be ready to everything because everything is possible.
Thank you. Grazie. Grazie mille.
Grazie.
Hello Valentina, first of all, how are you? How is going the Giro?
Yeah, I'm fine, I'm happy. Yesterday was quite a hectic stage. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to being in the mountains tomorrow. So yeah, one more flat stage to go.
So looking at today's stage, I think will be important to keep the energy in order to face the hardest stage tomorrow, but also take a look because maybe we could expect some attacks on the climbs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the last possibility for a breakaway to take the victory. So I think there will be a lot of attacks and it will be for sure a fast race. And yeah, I think there will be a lot of teams who want to go for the stage victory, I guess.
What is the mood in your team? The SD works with the pink jersey, with the blue jersey, but you know, you girl are without two important members of the teams. Does this make a kind of pressure in order to face the hardest stage of tomorrow?
I mean, it's always not good to let too much negativity affect our performance. But of course, it was hard with Lorena being disqualified, and it was really rough start in the Giro. But yeah, we stick together. We are still 5. We still give 110% for Anna, and we will see. We will fight, and yeah.
Thank you. Good luck. Grazie mille.